What's good, BB fans? The current theme is consequences, and the downward spiral is spiraling. Let's get into the current standings in this Big Brother house. After a huge fight with Corey last week, Jared wins HOH and puts Corey and America on the block. However, we find out very quickly that Cameron is actually still Jared's target.
Makes me see everything very differently.
Now, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I actually think that targeting Cameron this week is not a good plan for Jared. Jared's game got blown up last week, and Cameron has been the target of the house. So this is Jared's chance to really solidify something with Cameron and let him know that, you know, we're stronger together moving forward. Because at this point, if Cameron goes, there's nobody who's going to be the house target next but Jared. So it's actually his best bet.
It's time for me to get my boots on the ground and get to work and figure out what's going on.
Now the consequences are consequencing and everyone's tea is spilling. Blue is finding out from Jag about the alliances that Jared were involved in that she didn't know about. Jared does a horrible job at maintaining that, dealing with that blowout with Blue. Horrible. We then have Miko and Felicia in the pantry, and Miko lets Felicia know you weren't that safe last week, and Jared and Sari actually didn't have your back.
Okay, so I just found out that my besties ain't my besties. Oh my God.
Now, the one good thing that does come out of that is that Miko and Felicia are able to establish a genuine connection between the two, and they do establish a final two. A quick thing to note about the dynamic in the game right now, considering Cameron is the one to go this week and Jared will follow suit very quickly, the people in power are Corey, America, Jag, and Matt.
Clock's ticking for Jared.
So the younger people have all the power, and call it Heisen's revenge, the consequence, because we warned them. We move on to the POV, and at last, the comp beasts have been beasted. Jag wins the POV just over Cameron and Jared, and it looks like the plan to get rid of Cameron this week is in motion.
Oh, how the turntables have turntabled.
Cameron attempts to save himself and lets Jared, Jag, and Matt know that if he is the one to go this week, they will be the target. And that's fair. Everyone who's been winning competitions has been going home. However, Jag does use the POV on Corey, and Jared replaces him with Cameron. You know, at this point, with Cameron on the block, there's absolutely no shot at saving him, and Cameron is evicted unanimously.
By a vote of 8-0, Cameron, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Considering this is a downward spiral week, I don't have a player pick of the week more so than I have people who are positioned well.
I have been in multiple alliances.
We have Miko and Bowie Jane who are in the alliances that got blown up. Yet, nobody's looking at them as a threat. In fact, both sides will kind of need to use these girls as numbers going forward. We also want to add Felicia into this group because Felicia was literally the target to go home last week and is now not on anyone's radar as a threat. And in fact, she's also in a position where she can flip allies as well going forward because of how things played out. These three women, greatly positioned right now, and I can see them all making it very far into jury.
Like, seriously, let's just go for it.
We move on to HOH, and like I said, these type of competitions where you're picking people to go against each other are very telling for how people are positioned within the game. Jared doesn't have a lot of people fighting for him, and it was very hard to watch Miss Sari get picked again to compete.
All right, Sari, very popular tonight. Step on up. All right.
However, who was not ever picked again was Miss Miko, who right now is positioned very well. Corey wins HOH and he puts Jared and Blue on the block. Literally no surprise there. We see the progression of what's happening. Again, consequences.
Girl, I'm not stupid.
Besides winning the POV himself, Jared's last hope to stay in this game is for Matt, who he's allied with and is also allied with Sari, to save him if he was to win it. However, Matt has pulled the wool over their eyes and he leaves the nominations the same. Now, the person who should be worried in this situation, not about going home right now, is Blue.
When I thought this game couldn't get any crazier, boom, double eviction, boom, I'm on the block with my showmans, and boom, Jared goes home.
If anything, the fact that she was nominated, the fact that she's being kept up instead of Sari going up in her place, like, she should be seeing that she's possibly at the bottom of her alliance, and this is a chance for her to start finding new avenues to move forward in this game. We have a very sad moment from Sari watching her in the DR struggling, and she couldn't do it. She's the only one who votes to save Jared. and Jared is evicted from the game. But that's not all. Since this week is the Scaryverse, Julie lets us know that both Cameron and Jared will be returning to the game as zombies. Now, there's going to be no HOH this week, and there's going to be no POV competition. However, Cameron and Jared will be competing, and at the end of the week, one of them will have the choice on which one will compete in one final competition that will allow one of them to resurrect in the game and have a second shot.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Now, the way that this week should be used should be an opportunity for everyone to establish their relationships. Fix the issues they have with people, talk to whoever you need to help propel you forward in this game, including Cameron and Jared, especially Cameron and Jared. However, Jared comes into the game very hot. He's having fights with Felicia.
Because you wanted to send my ass home.
He's upset with her. He's upset with Blue because of the way things played out. But Jared, you were just voted out. Like, you need to put things aside as a Big Brother game because things change within the day. So like if you're upset with people, you have to make sure that you like let it slide because that's gonna push stuff forward for them to be continuously against you. This is Jared's opportunity to fix those relationships, and instead he's digging a deeper hole for himself. Whereas Cameron came in very calm, cool, and collected. He's becoming friends with people again, and they actually would rather see Cameron's come back to the game than Jared.
This is all uncharted territory, and I have no idea what to expect.
Child, it's a mess. It's a huge mess. Y'all, we are getting incredibly close to the jury and the end game here. Hit me up in my socials and let me know, who do you want and who do you think will come back to this game? Jared or Cameron? And who do you think will do best with their second chance? Also, since we're getting close to the jury, who do you think is best positioned to take it to the end of this game right now? There's still a lot of unknowns, but what we do know is that we will be back to cover it all next time on The Reality Check. See you then.